And I'm PJ.
And welcome back to another episode of the Rewine.
You sound like you.
That's exactly.
Oh, you was about to say that too. Kaya, when she be like, "You penniless whore."
Like she is so savage. Can we? Okay, maybe
some other girl did eat her ass up too, though.
Yeah.
Kaya, some girl.
Kaya is the type of woman who would I would be afraid to have a beef with. Actually, let me
turn off the air conditioner.
Yeah, but Kaya definitely sounds like the kind of girl I would be, the kind of woman I would be intimidated to get into a debacle with.
It's just some stuff
chew my ass out, and I'm not good at comebacks, y'all. I got a good 4 or 5. Yeah.
And then after that, the door is closed. The door is closed.
So if I'm ever if you're ever into it with me. Just know,
I'm just gonna swing off you at some point.
Or something, because I'm not about to, read you.
Because I ain't doing it. No, I could read. I could read you a little. No, I could read. Reading is a skill.
Exactly.
Reading is a skill. Some people do it effortlessly. Some people have to, step back and be like, okay.
I feel like I'd have to write a script.
No.
I'd be the person who'd be mad at everything they didn't say during the argument.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't do too much reading because I've been and just slapped you anyway, so. That's how that'll go.
True.
But what's the week been popping like?
I mean, the week's been another week filled with work and hot ass weather, and sometimes not hot ass weather. It's been a okay week. It's hard to have a good week with just everything going on, It's hard to say you've had a good week, but it was fair. But one thing I've experienced. And it wasn't just this week, over the past few weeks with all the protests and things like that. I feel like I just have this little bit of lingering sadness always now. I don't know, honestly, the other day I woke up and started getting ready for work, and as I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face, I just burst into tears for nothing was bothering me in that immediate moment, but for some reason I was just upset. And that's not something I do very much, you know what I mean? So it's not something that I don't know. I just feel like it's brought on this layer of sadness into my world that it comes with the territory when you're hurt by the treatment of your people and the lack of accountability from the people who have the ability to make a change. It hurts obviously, but I don't know. It just kind of sucks.
It made me want to slap at you sometimes too.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad week. It's just it's just how to have I don't know. Yeah.
That's true. True.
Excuse
me.
You, baby. But on the bright side, I got some bomb food yesterday on the south side.
From what?
It's called Caribbean Jerk Palace.
Oh no!
It's a new location that opened up on Dearborn, 733 North Dearborn. Some shit
you went downtown and got it.
It's South Loop.
Oh, cause I went to this one place. It was on.
So it is
100 and something, but I don't know if it was called. You said yours was called what again?
Caribbean Jerk Palace. No, they got 3 or 4 locations.
So I'm about to say, I don't know if it was Caribbean Jerk Palace or Caribbean Jerk Kitchen.
Okay.
But I think I went to the Caribbean. But no, that's good. That's good.
It was so good, y'all. It was so good. So I mean, if you got the downtime, I got some jerk chicken. Had to jerk chicken dinner. With a side of mac and cheese and candied yams, and it was.
I think this is the same place because you get to choose those sides, right? Yeah, this week I just went to the Out South location. Yeah, I've been there before. It's good. I had the jerk chicken dinner, and I chose
the yams, the candied yams.
Oh yeah, I did
too.
too.
The mac and cheese was good. Everything was just good.
Because I said, I need sweet and savory, so I got my yams, and then I got some. Yep, I got my.
I can eat those yams every day. Yams are Yeah, candied yams I can eat every single day probably.
What you had to deliver or you went though?
I went there.
You went downtown?
I went the train. I know, I didn't touch anything and I brought gloves with me and I had
I'm still kind of scared to get on the train and bus right now.
I had my mask, I had gloves, and I had hand sanitizer. So I didn't even touch, I literally didn't even touch the train the whole time.
Now, I don't even usually wear gloves because they say wearing gloves is not as helpful as you think it is because Let's say if you do get into contact with anything, it's still just staying on the gloves while you touching everything else. So you low key.
That's why you can't. You gotta know when you use gloves. You gotta do that. You gotta use gloves with that in mind. Like, you basically can't touch any of your personal belongings while you have the gloves on or anything you're taking home. So it is tricky. But my plan was to just use them on the train
and then throw them off.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you get back on, put a new pair on. That's what I would do too. I was also gonna say now. I know some people put hand sanitizer on their gloves, but I'm like, I don't know if that's like.
I don't know how that works.
I mean,
in theory,
I
it
feel like
makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense, but I'm just like, ain't these supposed to be just, or like?
But also, I know like viruses and bacteria can only live on hard surfaces for so long. So I think they do, like the germs do, like disintegrate.
It's kind of like extra though. I just feel.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just extra
because you got a big box of gloves. Why?
Because you got the gloves and you got to put hand sanitizer. It's like, all right.
Hey, they just trying to be safe.
And I get that, but like I wonder if that is effective. I hope that's not. Because you know nowadays people think.
It's like the spermicide on the condom, outside of the condom, right? Isn't that how that works? Spermicide, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think
you know, it's like a little extra, little protection.
I guess that's just no.
I don't know why that came to mind.
But yeah, my week I ain't did shit. Let me see. No, I really ain't been doing nothing. I've been outside a couple times. Ain't been doing nothing but watching TV.
Oh yeah, I got a lot to say about the whole TV things I've been watching lately, so I'm kind of excited to talk about that.
Well, go ahead, go into it then.
Okay. Also, let me just mention that I made us This is the noise outside. I don't know if you hear the screeching. But, but anyways, ignore that. I made us pina coladas. Okay, PJ said you you were like indifferent about pina coladas, right? Like you like them, but it's not your go-to.
It's not my go-to.
Y'all, it's technically.
I'm a strawberry type of bitch.
That's true. Technically, it's not my go-to. But I love pina coladas. Pina
colada just screams summer.
That's true.
It just screams, like when I think of summer, I do think of pina colada.
Because you always think about like vacation.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
And that damn
song. Pina colada. If you like pina colada.
That song. And I don't even fuck with pina coladas like that, but it's okay. It's good.
Don't stunt, because when he took a sip, he said, "This good."
Yes, it's good.
As soon as it hit his lips, you know. I'm a
good
mixologist or whatever. You would never make it?
No, I make a strawberry one. Strawberry one with like some tequila. Because what you just put rum up in here?
Yeah. It's
what kind of rum?
It was just like this Colombian rum. Not Colombian, Cuban.
I'm not a rum drinker. You know, I don't drink too much dark.
Me neither.
I'm a tequila drinker.
Me too. I usually drink tequila, but
and that's it.
My friend didn't want it, so she didn't want it, so I just kept the bottle. So I was like, let me make use of it, because I was trying to take shots, and I was just like, this is not the kind of drink you take shots with.
Oh, it's thick. It's like a liqueur.
All I know is it burned. And I had stomach issues that night.
I think I gave myself alcohol poisoning the other day.
The other day? You must have been getting lit.
Me and a friend was drinking. And like I think, oh my God, like I was throwing up in like 30-minute increments.
Damn.
So like I throw up, go back to bed. Hula, and then 30 minutes later, and I'm just like,
that is the worst.
And that when you finna throw up with that. Like, it's like...
You don't drink a lot, so you must have accidentally got drunk, or were you like trying to get loose?
I was trying to drink, but I think I gave myself out because I also didn't eat that much either.
That happens sometimes, like you don't mean to, but you don't realize you didn't eat a lot that day. That happened to me, like one of the last times I got like really, really drunk. It was because I didn't realize I hadn't eaten enough to support my drinking. So I wasn't like if I had drank that same amount after a normal day of eating, like I probably wouldn't have gotten.
If I would have ate something greasy, fat, and nasty after I drank, I think I would have woke up okay. Cause it's just like, I literally went to bed on it. It's like, so yeah, I think I gave myself alcohol poisoning.
Damn, sweetie.
That's why I don't drink too much.
Yeah. Okay, well let's get into some things.
But no, you said what you been watching.
So Poe season 2. It is Pride Month. Did we say Happy Pride Month? Happy Pride Month. If we didn't say Happy Pride Month.
To all the queer bitches.
All the queer black bitches. Yeah.
Yes.
That was, I don't know why I said it like that. Whatever.
Nah.
It's the liquor. It's the liquor. So.
I gotta watch that Pose season 2. That's
yeah, Pose season 2. It just came out on Netflix, I think like yesterday or like Friday or something like that. So I just kind of started diving into that. I think I just finished episode 3 and it's already getting me in my feelings, y'all.
Season 2.
Season 2, yeah. I think I just finished episode 3 of it. Especially like a specific love connection. I ain't gonna say who or whatever happened, but when I said I was like, I was living through this person in that moment, because I'm like, I'm a single ass bitch, you know what I mean, and I'm okay with that. But you know, sometimes when you see that super romantic stuff on TV, you're just like,
it's a lesbian relationship?
No.
Are there any lesbians on Pose?
Good question. Oh yeah, there's one lesbian.
Who?
But she's not like, I feel like she just became relevant this season, so it's basically what's her name? It's Blanca's doctor, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I think it's Blanca's doctor.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I was living through this specific relationship that kind of bloomed, but I can't say much because I don't want to spoil it for him. And, yeah, like, he was just talking so nice, and I'm just like, you know, he was like, one day, you gonna see I'm the man for you. And I was just like,
question
damn.
for you. Can we turn the fan off?
Why?
My eyes getting dry. It is my cousin. I'm like, you still want me to...
He wants me to turn the fan off. Okay, now y'all gotta watch me be ghetto. Because now I gotta get my stool. Unless you're tall enough.
Oh, which one is it?
It's the one...
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's so nice having tall people around.
Because I was like, why is my eyes
that's
watering and just drying up?
Oh, I tweaked. I could have just turned the thing off.
Okay, now.
Yo, you see what we gotta deal with?
Oh,
just slow. I'm just slow sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
But anyways, fan off. Excuse us.
You talking about Pose?
Yeah, he would just profess his love to someone, and
it.
it was just really sweet, and I was living for that moment. And yeah, I don't know, it's good so far. Even though it's this one character, the acting that he does annoys the fuck out of me.
That one boy. That one, the light skin one, yeah, it's big.
I hate, and he got this one scene where the person he's acting with is giving emotion.
Have you ever seen the scene when somebody was acting so bad, you was like, oh, you was bad. Like, when you yelled at the screen, like, what?
Yeah, because I'm watching the scene, and I'm just like, it's supposed to be this emotional scene, and the one guy is giving emotion. He's crying, he's giving it, and the other dude is just like, he was pissing me off. It's taking me back to theater class. I'm like, you're driving the scene.
When you see somebody, you be like, girl, come on!
Like, you're...
Ooh, that's funny.
You weren't working with your partner, honey. You weren't feeding off of it. Like, you were here and he was here. Like, you should have met him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I feel that.
And it just pisses me off. Okay, I'm sorry. Rant over. So you haven't seen Pose yet?
Okay,
no, so
not
that's
yet.
something you can look out for.
Sorry, I'm ghetto. I'm taking my contact out.
Okay, let me think about what else. You know what else I've been watching? I can't remember if you said you watched this already, but 20s.
Oh, that's Lena Waithe's show?
Yes.
I've heard of it. I heard it's good.
I just started it, so I'm maybe like 5 episodes in. Love it. I love the humor.
It's on BET, right?
Yeah, it's on BET. They have the like 24-hour access pass because I ain't got BET. Hey, if you got BET, let me use your password.
I just signed up for HBO for Insecure.
Yeah. I'll do like a trial or something, but
go ahead and pay that $15 a month.
I don't watch it enough.
But they
like I would if I consistently watch it.
Because I bought it. I said I'm gonna give it 2 months.
Give it 2 months.
I'm gonna give it 2 months, and then because they do be having some shows on. They be having good stuff on there that don't be on Netflix and other shit.
Okay.
That's why I'm like.
I think about them. Let me look through their list because I feel like I don't really be watching.
Because you know what I be doing, like you know how every horror season, like I get like watch a lot of scary movies. What I do is I'll just buy a month to like some premium movie channel. Like I bought Stars for a month, and then I just watched all the movies on Stars.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just give it a month.
Okay.
But what you were saying now?
But 20s was really good. Like the girl who plays like young Lena Waithe, because I heard it's supposed to be kind of inspired loosely off Lena Waithe's life.
I wouldn't be shocked.
After she moved to LA. And so the girl who plays her, she's just so funny, and she really looks like Sid from the internet. You know Sid from the internet?
I know her name, but I don't know who that is.
And like every time I kept looking at her, it was just the shape of the head and the bald head and the slim body, but it's good so far. I'm kind of excited because I've been feeling real gay lately, so I've been wanting to watch something real gay. So I'm glad.
What have I been watching gay?
Yeah, and specifically something like very like lesbian-y.
Black and gay. Oh yeah, black, gay, and lesbian-y.
Yeah.
A lot of things you don't see a lot.
Yeah.
I just watched this one show. It was okay. It's called Special. It's actually really, it's about this boy who got cerebral palsy. He's gay after his accident, and it's like about him like dating and being gay with cerebral palsy and things like that. So very interesting perspective. Do I like the characters and writing?
But you were trying to give it a chance to kind of just support.
Yeah, just to see what it was, cause like that's a very interesting concept.
I love telling a story, the same story we've seen from a whole new perspective.
Yeah, but like dating, you got cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this fuck is this about. So I watched that. I watched this one documentary. It was called Dreamboat. Very white gay as well. What else did I watch?
So you've been indulging in a little gay TV too.
A little bit. Like I watch.
I'll probably watch something tonight.
It's this one show on. That just reminded me. I'm gonna do that today. This one show on. I forgot the name of the network, but it's this web series. It's called Love at First Night, and it's with
Love at First Night or Sight?
Night.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's this black gay web series. It's super good, funny. Like got some like pretty like very I think decent actors in it. I like it a lot. It's what I got the app.
And I had a show, a lesbian TV show that's on YouTube. If you're like looking for something new to watch, it's called Between Women. I actually like that show. What is it? It's just like a show that follows like a group of like lesbians.
Slay TV. Sorry, I mean to cut you off.
TV?
Yeah, that's the name of this gay network. You should. They got an app too, right here. You should download it because I know they got a lot of like trans content, lesbian content as well, and like kind of the stuff like that be on YouTube. Very independent, like
yeah. But yeah, the show I was talking about is called Between Women. It's just about like a group of women who are intertwined because they're like family or exes or friends, and they're in Atlanta. I don't know if I mentioned that. And it's just like drama, just like a normal TV show following friends and their drama and relationships and stuff. And I mean, it was decent for like a little like a more independent type of project. It had like a few seasons, and I finished the whole series. So.
I'm gonna watch a lesbian. Should I watch the L Word? You like that?
The L Word is very like
is that white
quote
lesbian?
unquote white, but it's still pretty. I still liked it.
You liked it?
I still liked it.
Right.
And you gotta take a minute to. It takes a few episodes to get like invested into the drama of it. But I loved it. Like I used to cry. I used to be like, I was hella into it.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. Cause it's on. Cause I know they got an old one and a new one, right? They got a new one.
Yeah, the new one's. I
Yeah.
don't like it as much as the old one, but I'm gonna still give it a chance. Oh, there's this really good show on Stars called Vida.
Yes, Tanya's Sriracha.
I think so. I saw the first season. I haven't seen the second season, but this is another show that has themes of like LGBTQ+.
Yeah.
But it's surrounding like a Mexican family, a Mexican American family, and basically just like how.
I think Sriracha was her last name.
Yeah, I can't even recall.
She I think adopted because I was a part of Steppenwolf's Young Adult Council back in the day, and they used to put on plays like for young adult audiences. And that book House on Mango Street, she adapted that into a play.
I didn't know that.
It was dope as fuck. You ever read that book?
Oh yeah, in like 6th grade.
It was good. I like that book.
Yeah.
House on Mango Street was good.
Okay, but this show Vida, kind of tying into that, it basically explores the intersectionality of being like a character being like lesbian, Mexican, American, kind of seen as like white. You know what I mean? Like a white Mexican, and just like kind of coming back to her old neighborhood and seeing it being gentrified and like wanting to maintain some of the tradition and some of the Mexican culture. And it's just like I loved it. Like during that show, I was getting a little emotional. Like I don't know, even though like, and this is why it's so good to have like diverse characters and to have like diverse TV shows, because this didn't have to be a black woman and having these experiences, and I still resonated to it, her story, and connected to like the stories I was seeing, and it's just so important to show like, I don't know, stories from different cultural lenses like that.
Yeah. So, because you know what I want to
check out Vida on Stars.
On Netflix, you know, it's a big like it's a lot of African TV shows
on Stars
and on Netflix. A lot of African TV shows and movies.
I be meaning to. I be wanting to watch that.
I gotta get on that
and
shit.
Some like Latin TV shows. Okay, partially because they just be seeming so fucking dramatic. I just be wanting to see it and like, I don't know.
Be done.
No, not see it and be done, but like. How do I say it? Like, I feel like I be seeing clips of like certain TV shows, and I be like, y'all, this is so melodramatic, just like our soap operas, you know. And I just think it'd be kind of like fun to watch, but also just like interesting too.
True. No, yeah, that's mostly it in terms. What else have I been watching? Still trying to get through 13 Reasons Why. Oh my God, they're so terrible.
Everybody's been talking about that lately. They said that school needs to be closed down. All the raping, all the
this the last
all
season.
The violence. I'm like,
this the last season.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is too much. It's very.
Also, these actors are so fucking bad. No, it pisses me off watching shit like that to know that like these people like, cause like there's some good performances on there. The girl that plays Hannah's real good. I like her. The main boy is pretty decent.
Clay?
Yeah.
I like Clay too.
Who else? It's one girl in that, one young black girl I want to see more of. She's the one that plays Sherry.
The one who was like narrating the third season? The new girl?
No. The one that plays Sherry. She played Young Cookie before. First of all,
I like her.
Yeah.
She's been like in a lot of little things.
Yeah.
Like, she was in Acrimony, right? Playing Young Taraji.
Did she play Young Taraji in Acrimony too?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not her then.
I don't know, but I know she played Young Cookie at one point on Empire. That's when I was like, I know I've seen your face, but she's good. She has potential, but like, it's some of them bad. Some of them, I'm like, oh yeah, you just white and privileged. That's how you got. No, for real, that's how you got here, because you're bad. I'm like, y'all should get this to somebody who deserves. Sometimes I be gonna ask the cast to work. I'm like, is this really? And like you know how like when it's like they do like, it's not what like they do so good to where you hate the character. That's a different story. When you play them so good to where they hate you, that means you're doing a phenomenal job.
No, it's like that one character on Pose. I don't like the character because I don't like the act, the way he acts it. But if the character, I would actually like the character if he actually acted the part.
But no, you know how,
you
like,
know what I mean?
But like sometimes they have those instances.
But I get what you mean. Like the character, you're supposed to hate them, so they're doing a good job if they make you feel
like a villain,
way.
like a good. I'm trying to think, who was it like a good villain that we just.
Or a villain you love to hate, kind of the Joker maybe.
Somebody like him, like that, like.
You're not supposed to like him, but he's charismatic and like blah blah blah. So you do still.
Or like I think, do you watch The Walking Dead?
No.
Damn. Do you watch? Damn.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, like just like how villains be on Walking Dead, like when you play them so good to where like how people saying like they hate somebody, like how people be like on Power. When they be like they hate them in real life, but they don't. But they're like they be like, oh, that's not me. That's a character. Yes,
like
that's
Tyreek.
what I mean. Like Tyreek. Like how he
like he do it so good. He's just like, I can't stand you. No, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not that. It's to the point where like it's bad. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mad you say all that just
for real. Cause like it's this one character. He pisses me. It's the one that played the boy Alex. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's fucking awful.
Yeah?
He's awful.
Wait, which one is Alex? Is Alex the like blonde head? His hair was blonde at one point.
Yeah,
he was dating that one girl, and then that one girl started dating that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
You want some more of this?
No, I'm okay. I only drunk a scoochie.
Wow.
But then this one actor, damn. It's one actor on there.
All
like,
these calories.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The Latino one. You know what I'm talking about?
The bad boy. I think he's gay in real life too.
I follow him on Instagram.
He's gay in real life. He used to date Sam Smith. That one?
I think so. He used to. I'm in there, bitch!
Wait, not the Latino one.
Oh.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the other guy, the football player who used to live with that one other football player who died, Bryson.
The other one, he is gay in real life. Yes,
he used to date Sam Smith.
He did.
Right? I was surprised too.
I didn't know that. I'm talking about the boxer.
I know, the one who was giving them the tapes at first.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know these characters' names because I don't watch it, but...
Yeah, him. Like, I've been following him on Instagram. That's my man.
You're so funny.
But what else am I watching? That, Black Lightning. Been watching my Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm catching up. I'm on season 12. You know. Do you watch Housewives of Atlanta?
I've never...
Would you like... No, you wouldn't like that. You too emotional for shit like that.
I mean, I've seen...
Because Nene be doing a lot of yelling and you...
Housewives of Atlanta, no, I definitely haven't seen that.
Really?
It seems boring.
Really?
I feel like I tried to watch it and I was just bored.
I think you would like it.
But I think it's because I didn't start from the beginning, so I'm not invested in none of the...
See, I just started from the beginning till 12.
I don't feel like doing all that.
Damn it, it's 12 fucking seasons.
I'm not doing all that.
And bitch, I've been watching since April. I've been watching since April. And I just got to season 12. Season 12 is the season that just went off before Corona happened. So I'm like, this just now getting caught up. It's been such a long journey. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you like them kind of reality shows, so I don't know.
I used to like the show Basketball Wives. That was
that's on Hulu.
That was entertaining, even though
I
know
you can watch
trash.
Basketball Wives. You can watch Housewives.
They were entertaining on Basketball Wives. They were so like
Housewives of Atlanta. They real entertaining. They funny as fuck, and they say little phrases. You know what your wife? I think you would like Cynthia. This is one named
so
Cynthia.
Pretty.
Yeah, Cynthia Bailey.
It's like I don't know them, but I've seen them from like.
Oh, you would love Cynthia.
Media, you know?
You would love
so
Cynthia.
Pretty.
I think you would love Portia as well. You know, Portia.
Yeah.
That's my bitch. Oh, I love Portia. I love Portia. I don't know if you like. Nene do a lot of yelling. I don't know if you would like Lunethia.
Okay, let's talk about. Wait, have you seen this Dave Chappelle video that people have been talking about?
No, I have not.
I haven't seen it yet. Okay, we should watch that and talk about it next time.
Do you want to do 5 fingers?
5 fingers? Oh yeah, I got my 5 fingers is easy.
Okay, you want to go ahead on me?
So I got 5 fingers. Okay, we're moving to another section, 5 fingers. If you're not familiar, that's where we basically talk about people we wanna give a little slap to. You know, 5 fingers, slap. You know, kind of. Yeah, it's where we rant. Even though this whole show is kind of a rant when you think about it, but this is where we really rant. A dedicated rant.
And it's our shit, so we do what the fuck we want.
Okay, I have a problem. I want to give 5 fingers to the government.
Oh, good one, good one.
Because, and they got a lot of reasons to give 5 fingers every day of the week for eternity, probably. But specifically this week, I want to focus on the fact that like our voting system is trash right now. I know you've been hearing about like the voters suppression that they suspect that's going on, especially in Atlanta with like broken machines and stuff.
I've been hearing about that
resulting in like extremely long lines. So people are like finding it hard to vote because they don't want to stand there all day and wait in line.
Especially it's hot, it's a virus going on, don't nobody want to be outside and then on line together. And
that just brings us back to the conversation of why is our like voting system so outdated? Why is the machinery we're using so outdated? I seen this. I had to pull up this this little meme I saw because I was like, yes, girl, this is absolutely true. And it says, you can literally scan a check from your phone and have money deposited right into your checking account. And you mean to tell me our voting system is just gonna stay outdated and raggedy forever? That's not by mistake.
I feel the same way about the unemployment system. That's another, cause like, there's no way, y'all ain't got no app for this yet. Y'all ain't got no, we gotta still call in to do this shit. No. Put this shit online.
Yep.
I feel that.
But it's just so ridiculous. And from what I heard, in Atlanta, there wasn't, I don't know if
you said Atlanta?
In it.
In Atlanta?
Shut up, it was an accident.
Shit.
I can't remember if it was in Atlanta or the state of Georgia, but I heard that there wasn't one polling place that had all fully operating equipment. So that means every polling place there was a machine or something like broken like for each one, and I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, and then you hear that like backup polling machines weren't delivered on time or weren't dropped off. I don't know. It's just like a mess. And I'm just like, there should be an app for that, honestly.
Honestly.
But even if there was, I'm sure they'd find some way to fucking rig that shit too. But
True.
still, there has to be a way to make it more convenient for people when it's so fucking crucial. Like, I don't know. To me, I feel like there should be some sort of some re-election process when situations like this come up. We shouldn't be allowed to just proceed on knowing that so many people had like limited access to vote for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm just about to go on a rant because to me, it just, I don't know. It's just so stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That was really a tangent. But
you got any more?
That's what 5 fingers are for, so.
Well, I can only see one contact here. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
So I just had a couple.
For the day.
My first one, and I'm tired of doing this. It's getting old. Y'all pissing me off. And it's just like, this is just like to all y'all like whatever the fuck y'all want to be called.
Non-black people?
To all y'all like just Beyonce haters.
Oh, Beyonce haters. I didn't know where
it's just like
I started thinking about like voting low key. My mind just started.
So
but I'm here.
She released a video and she was talking about redistributing the wealth and stuff like that. And then people talking about some Beyonce talking about redistributing wealth and she don't ever donate. It's like you can clearly
No. If you're gonna say anything, don't throw that out. Don't say she never donated.
Do not.
That's a no-brainer. Like people talk about where she's donated, or maybe I'm just a fan, so I just happen to.
But no, it's one of those things. It's like, okay, you try to discredit her at every point.
But do you think
she would be stupid enough?
But do you think she would even be stupid enough to make a speech about that, not having been a person that donates? Oh, but I don't know.
Give it a rest. Y'all just want to find something. It's just at this point it's getting annoying because it's like it's not a trend to dislike her, and I feel like that's what it's becoming at this point. Because it's just like, why, for what? For what? She don't do nothing.
And that's how I feel about B. Simone too. People are going in on B. Simone for having high standards for them. Not even high standards.
Oh, I have been seeing her name.
But having specific standards for the man she wants. Like, I know people were mad at her before for saying some other shit about the protests, but this is just a whole other thing. I'm like she was like on an interview with Nick Cannon saying that she didn't want a man who worked a 9 to 5. She wanted an entrepreneur because he would understand her lifestyle. And then Nick Cannon is like asking additional questions like, he got to be a CEO? Like, does he have to own his own company? And she's like thinking about it like, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, sure. And like people are going in on her for that, for not wanting a man who does a 9 to 5. And I'm just like, get off her dick. Like she can want whatever man she wants. Like she's an entrepreneur. If she wants a man in the same doing the same thing as her, like why is that an issue? I don't know. I just feel like people just be doing too much and be trying to like tear down people. Girl, who?
Simone.
B. Simone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. But for this specific thing, I'm just like, can y'all shut the fuck up? Like, what are you even talking about? Okay. I guess it was another 5 fingers, but.
Yeah. And then another 5 fingers, this is for like, it's just because of something I heard or whatever. And this goes for white people and people of color too. For all y'all that's really think y'all about to go in the police system and like be a police and change everything in now, let's stop it. You're not going to do that. People been, no, I'm being dead ass. People have been saying that from jump. This is an organization that is built on hating us. You're not about to go in the back of there and change that. Like, you're not about to go. Everyone before you has said that I'm about to go in there and do it, and yet they become the same police they see. You cannot change something that's built on hate. Dead ass. You can't change that. Like, you really can't. It's literally, police derived from the Runaway Slave Patrol. You get what I'm saying? Things like the Black Panthers were created to protect black folks from police. You're not come on now, you think you're about to go in and change that? Y'all thought Obama was about to change the whole damn thing. He didn't wouldn't a lot. So I don't think you can't, don't go in there and think you're about to be Captain Save-A-Ho. What we need to do is take all that money and defund them and start rebuilding that shit over. Like we've been talking about. But it's just like, there are so many ways you can dismantle and change the system. Why go into a organization that is just literally known for their hate? That's literally just like another game, in my opinion. You literally can join a non-profit. You can do this, you can do this. You can help in so many ways. So why that? You really think you're about to change that narrative? They've been doing this literally since forever. Forever. Like, even before it was known as the police. So it's like, you're not going to change that. That's like going to McDonald's, you coming in as an employee and be like, I'm about to change the mac sauce. I'm about to change the mac sauce. They're going to be like, follow the fucking mac sauce and calm your ass down and keep flipping them fries. You're not that. You're not that.
I think the only way you actually could have a lasting impact on the police force, like, I don't know if the police force in the U.S. is just one big organization or if it's like completely separate based on like states. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's like a head of the United States police force.
There's a union.
Yeah, I'm slow, so don't judge me.
I
don't know how the police force works in that kind of way, like, in terms of, like... But I think it's, like, very... I don't know. I feel like if you were, like, at the top... I don't know. I feel like there are ways you can, like, impact it, maybe more so locally than, like, through the nation. But I do feel like, in a way, you can impact the police force in a big way when you work your way up to the top. I'm not saying it's gonna completely change the whole system, but I do think we can like make changes.
You're not changing that system. That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing derives from the runaway slave patrol. Like that's what that whole.
I mean, I don't know what the right way is.
You know what I'm saying? Like the company was founded on capturing slaves. Mm-hmm. They're just taking that into 2020 and have been since forever. You're not changing that, sweetie. So leave that alone and find other ways you can come and do an impact. Cause I'm just like, why that? Why? There's so many other ways. There are literally people who are doing that right now, and ain't no police. Like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's just like, and then people have to think that they're supposed, like, cause you want to do that, you're supposed to respect them. No, like, what the fuck, like. So I'm sorry, and then there was this one post that was like, that I had to read. It was like, your positive experience with cops, your positive experiences with cops who may be relatives or friends does not negate the fact that the institution is violent and unjust. It is built on systematic racism and must be remade for the safety of our communities. Like I said, yo, cool auntie who be doing the Cupid shuffle with the kids in the neighborhood. And that's another thing. Stop posting videos of you dancing with these motherfuckers. Those are irritating to me. Those are so irritating to me. Cause how the fuck is the Cupid shuffle helping this community? How the fuck is you learning how to wobble baby wobble helping me? Are you out there like not? Are you out there being kind to people of color? Are you stopping and telling your partners like, hey, they're fine. They're just walking and being black. Like, fuck a wobble, fuck a shuffle. Bitch, fuck a Savage remix, TikTok. I don't want you to do any of that shit for me. Fuck y'all. Bitch, fuck that job. Fuck all y'all who know people in the job.
See, it's hard for me. I understand that opinion. I truly do. But it's hard for me. And maybe because I'm just so... Maybe I'm too... I don't want to say... I don't know what words to find. Maybe I'm just too naive or too nice in thought of thinking that, like, there are... Even though the institution itself isn't, like, the most just, I do believe that there are people who enter it with the best intentions of wanting to serve their communities and make it a safer place. So, like, while I still agree the institution itself is wrong, it's, like, hard for me to, like, I don't know.
Question, like, do you want to go work for Trump Towers?
No.
Because you know what's associated with the name and everything, right?
Yeah.
So why do you still want to be a police officer?
I don't know.
It's just like...
I never wanted to be, and I don't really know anybody directly who is a police officer, so granted, like, I don't even, I really,
like,
I don't know.
People, when they tell me they want to be police officers, I'm like, oh, you got power control. I'll automatically think that. Cause I'm like, I automatically think, oh, so you got power control.
Cause it's the same way I feel that way about the military sometimes. Like, I feel like I would never want to fight for a country that doesn't fully fight for me and me as a person. Mm-hmm. But some black people, black men, black women, even knowing their place in society, still feel a calling to protect and serve, or to do it for, like, reasons that do add value to their life. You get what I mean? That's why it's layered.
I'm just like, good for them. I'm not doing this shit.
I mean, yeah, that's why, like, I'm not saying it's right to join the police force.
I'd
I would
be damned
never.
if I fight for a country that just said what last year lynchings are now considered hate crimes.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting for no country when a little white boy came in there and shot up some black people. They took him to Burger King. I'm not fighting for no country like that. Y'all can. That's not my business.
Exactly. I mean, I agree with that. That's why I would never do it. But it's just, I just always think about, like, there has to be a reason. Like, it has to mean something to the people who really do join with hopes to bring about, like, good, positive change. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm, again, look, don't...
You're not going to change anything.
Don't kill me, all
You're
right?
not going to change anything.
I'm just, like, I'm still angry about it. I still, overall, don't trust the justice system in general is fucked. So, it's a lot of shit that's fucked. But, you know, it's hard for me to not consider other perspectives sometimes, even if I don't agree.
I tell people all the time, people think slavery was a long time ago. You're not going to change it. You're not going to change it. They think slavery was so long ago. Because it was just so long ago.
I mean, technically slavery is like the jail, right? Don't they do free labor in jail? So... It's crazy.
Them people, girl. Let me see, more five fingers. I think that was all I had. Is that all the five fingers? Yeah. I did have a couple cheers though. I saw like just some nice things I saw. Confessions. I thought we was doing if.
We could do if.
Yeah, let's do that one instead.
But
for the little cheer section, did you see the couple that got married during the protest?
No.
I thought that was quite beautiful. It was this couple that got married during the protest. Is that too much for you? Is that like, oh, you milking it now? Is that what you was feeling?
Kinda.
I mean, some people said that. Some people. I thought it was
cute.
Pretty interesting.
It's cute,
like, oh.
and it's very. It feels very like charged and like symbolic and everything, but. I don't know. I guess I like it. I'm a corny motherfucker, so I like it.
Nigga said, no, I want a chapel, and I want a pony,
and I want a dress,
and then
I don't need all that, but...
So, I saw this one, and then one more cheers before we go into the confessions.
Okay.
I saw this one poster with this white lady on it. This is the only time you probably would ever hear me shout out a white lady. But she wrote, if my son went for some Skittles and didn't return, or played in the park and didn't return, or went for a jog and didn't return, or reached for his license and didn't return, and with his last dying breath called out my name, I will burn down the damn city too. So basically what that means, I bought that because I was like, and another quote said it better too, that was like, y'all lucky black people only seeking like justice and not revenge. Like, cause I was like,
truly,
and then somebody said that and I was like,
honestly,
true, cause if we rap, here's the thing about us. If we was to do a race war, we're going to win. No,
the only reason why we might
win.
not win is because a lot of us aren't legally capable to carry firearms.
No, I'm just talking about like in terms of like. I think
if we got the firearms in our closets, we good.
I'm not talking about legal. Of course, all that. That's being common, common sense. I'm talking about in terms of like. Will we fuck up the white community? Yes, we will. We will beat their ass. Like, we will beat the living fuck out of them. Cause that's another thing I really be thinking about. Like, if we decide revenge,
we got the answers on our side.
I said, do you know we will fuck y'all up? Half of y'all don't even know what to do if you get slapped.
Oh, it's like that video I seen of that white lady like banging on that woman's car, banging on her trash
with them hammers.
Yeah, and she said, she grabbed that lady by her neck and said, I'm the wrong one to play with, okay? I said...
Sometimes...
I'm like... And she wasn't saying shit, she wasn't banging on nothing.
This is what I've been trying to say all along. Some people respond to violence. And I know I hate to say that, everybody be like, no. No. That lady, she went around here, okay, come... Shook you up! And I bet you ain't gonna do no more handling. Like, for real, some people, you gotta put hands on them. You have to put hands on certain people. And you hearing it from me. You need to beat their ass sometimes. It's just period. Like, for real. That's the only way some people respond. You either gonna learn by don't touching the stove, because I told you it was hot, or you gonna touch that bitch and yeah. So some of y'all gotta get buoyant, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Bada
saying.
boom.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
haven't been seeing that lately.
What is that?
I don't know. I feel like in videos, like it'll be like makeup videos or hair videos. They're like,
Yeah, you don't watch no damn
and
makeup
they're like,
videos.
bink, bada boom.
Wait, there's this one girl who eats edibles and puts on costume makeup.
Oh, do it actually turn out well?
And it turns out very well. I'm gonna send it to you. She eat like a strong ass edible, then 20 minutes later she be like, okay. Like,
that's so funny. Okay.
pick a good one.
A good one? I think I got a good one. So we're moving on to our confession segment. Well, our confession question, to be particular. So the question of the day: if you are kidnapped and allowed to telephone one person for 1 minute only, who would you call?
Girl, my mama.
Yeah, that was easy. I don't know.
Girl, what you mean? Mama, girl, they got me. Like,
that's who you would call? What would you say?
Yeah. I was like, okay, mama, look, I only got a minute, okay, because they're coming back. Look, they got me. Damn, I don't know what I would say after that. Depending on the situation, because I'm pretty sure that if I don't know.
I'd probably call... That was so easy. I'd probably call my oldest sister.
Oh.
Because, like, I go to her for damn near everything. So, I would obviously go to... And she would probably give me some advice.
Ain't it bad that none of us said the police? That's a damn shame.
No, I definitely wouldn't call the police.
They'd be like, where's your location? I don't know!
I'd rather call my family, because think about it. I'd rather call my family, because then at least one person I know knows exactly what happened to me. Like, or I can, like, kind of be like, I'm kidnapped, or, like, I'm not coming home, something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least somebody, like, you love and is close to you could, like, know what your last word. No, I know, it is sad.
Scary call to me.
It is very scary.
I'll be giving out so many details. Okay, girl, I was at the ice cream store, and then next thing you know, I was walking down the street, and they came around the corner of the red car, and then next thing you know, it just started getting
I hear
like, you know, like, for real, I have to,
That's so funny. I know, like...
Yeah, I'm calling my mom point of cure.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so scary. But I can't tell you how many times I actually think about the possibility of getting kidnapped sometimes. And I don't know if that's just a woman thing or if that's just a people thing. Like, how often do you think about...
Especially, like, when I was studying abroad, I thought about that. And then, but I'd be like, baby, all I know is if you do it, you better have some that make me go to sleep or some inject. Because, baby, if you ever think you're just gonna come and put me in a van... I'm about to act the fool then. They don't want to put it back.
Like, no.
And baby, you know, I'm just gonna lock up too. Like, you know,
there's a whole bunch of dead weight they gotta carry.
Okay, no, you bet. And I'm fighting back. It better be about 4 or 5 of y'all.
Oh my god.
If it's 2 of y'all, I'm fucking y'all 2 up.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about every true crime TV show I've ever watched for like...
That's why I be listening to stuff like that, because I feel like I be getting like insight. Because I be like, okay, this is what you don't do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a minute until we go on a break. All right, y'all. So do you wanna? We're gonna take us a little breakity break, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes. Because you know Instagram only lets you do it like an hour, and we've been on here for like 50, 55 minutes. So see you in 5 minutes.
Come back.
Ah shit.
Wait, what were you about to quote?
If it hurts me, I'm red.
Hey, don't do her like that. Don't do that. Don't do her like that.
I still hate that person more than no one. I just want you. Oh, she cracked so bad. It's so bad. Oh, you know what I was watching? I got high and watched the other day. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. She said, she really pushed
Keep going.
Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I just keep on saying.
I'm gonna listen to that song now.
I know.
Okay. Alright.
Got a little pop culture to go through. Just
some more pop culture? What you got?
We really go through a lot. Oh, it's just a couple things. Did you see everybody coming at Leah Michelle?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Is this crooked? It looks crooked.
What happened?
Oh,
is it crooked? Is it
it's
crooked?
a little crooked.
It's crooked.
That might still be crooked.
It's probably the little thing.
It's okay. It's alright. It's alright.
But yeah, talking about she was shitting that girl wig.
Oh shit! I thought it was spit.
No, she said she was shitting that girl's wig.
If you don't know who Leah Michelle is, she
on Glee. She the bitch on Glee. But see, I knew that bitch wasn't nice though. Cause on some real shit, this is what I gotta think about. The bitch talented. The bitch can sing. I just feel like sometimes when you got a talent like that, it doesn't come with a nice person. That's how I feel, and I hate to say that.
I feel like half the time that's true. Like,
yeah.
People who know they're talented or who are like successful to a certain extent, like it's hard not. I feel like it's easy to get a chip on your shoulder, to be honest.
Right.
So I would more so expect. No, actually, I can't say that though. Because I wouldn't want to have that negative expectation because a lot of people aren't like that as well. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wasn't shocked. I was like, okay, I kind of figured she was a bitch.
Some people just are like that. They let it get to them. And I don't know.
That's why her and Diane Rivera left the show. Because them two didn't get along. Santana fan. Oh, I love her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Loved her.
But yeah, that's been going on. And, you know, she, Amber Riley said, you know, she's not the nicest person. And I said, oh, I want to flick her nose. I want to flick her nose. Just like that. Did you see the streets? The street leading to the White House, they Black Lives Matter. They put that over there. They put that on there. It's cool.
Performative.
That's what I was about to say. It's very performative. Like
you don't really mean it.
Alright, it's whatever. It's whatever. Cool. We got a street. Whatever. What are you doing? Like to further this? Like this is give me more. Like I don't want no damn street. You know what I'm saying? That street ain't doing shit for Brianna. That street ain't doing shit for George. Get some motherfucking, you know, legislation going in this bitch. You feel me?
I think supposedly they're working on it, but we'll see.
Yeah, that was very performative.
I need to catch up on my politics.
It moves so quick these days. I'm like, no. Now, some parents was furious because Nickelodeon did did 8 minutes of I guess of cut the original program and then talk about what's going on. And the parents was mad. The white parents, they was mad.
They said, I don't want my child learning about this.
And I said, wow, too bad this is some children's fucking reality.
They probably said this is a family show. Why are you talking about this?
That's what everybody was complaining. They was like, and my toddler was scared. Oh, bitch, black children are scared every time they walk out the door.
Facts on facts.
I have no sympathy no more. No sympathy. The sympathy is going out the window. Nigga, fuck Roly-Poly Oly and all whatever the fuck he watching on now. What they watch on Nick Jr. these days? Is that what Peppa Pig on?
Probably.
Is that Peppa Pig? Fuck Peppa.
I don't know. I'm not touched these days.
You know, so yeah, the parents they was tripping over that, and I was like, that blew me. I was like, that's some white mama shit. White mama shit. How do you feel? And it's okay if you did one too. These "We Are Black Men, Black Women" posts.
They be so long. I just scroll past them.
Do they feel a little bit too much for you sometimes?
I haven't fully read any of them because
I guess I'm just
what is it?
It's something about it that makes me just cringe a little bit, but I truly don't know.
What is it?
It's just you know, you post a picture of yourself, you're talking about you're not going to tell others, build others down. I love the message behind it. It's something about it, I'm just like,
So you just say we are, so for me I say we are black women.
And then you post a picture of yourself and you just do your whole, your mantra to black women.
My mantra to black women.
To protect, honor, love, and just do whatever you can for black men and women and just black people in general. And I get
But the funny thing, I guess I like it. But I feel like I don't need to prove anything because I've been trying to support my people. Not to say this is people trying to prove anything to anybody, because I just love, you just want to express yourself and you just want to send a positive message to your peers. I love that. But I just don't, I don't know. Maybe I just
it's something weird about it to me.
Personally care to do it.
And I always think maybe it's me projecting because I hate the whole taking pictures of yourself, and sometimes I be like, I always try, one of my things is like to try not to be like too vain on social media, because I feel like you can fall into the trap of that. To the point where, like, don't get me wrong, people like to see pictures of you, but it's like, not talking like, and I feel like you smiling because you're like, that's me, but like, no.
I'm smiling because it's just funny, because I'm just listening.
Because it's just like, you know, like, what's going on around you? You know, I'm glad you're cute. You too. What's going on around you?
No, for sure.
So, and like, that's not to knock anybody who did it or whatever, because I feel like I know people who did it, but I'm just like,
you gotta be doing it, y'all.
No, I'm talking about like the post. The post. I'm talking about. Okay. Like, no shade at all. No shade. It's just something I was like, okay. I'm glad that made you feel good, but it's not something that's going to necessarily make me probably feel the same. That's all. You know?
I suppose.
Yeah. And then, let me see what else I got. Oh, did you see the Chicago events are canceled? The A.M. Water Show, Taste of Chicago, and Lala. Let me tell you something. Lala, them white teenagers to be fine. Ain't nothing wrong with them. The Water Show, don't know hit them loud ass plays no more. No way. I ain't gonna let them so excited. I'm not gonna hit them loud ass plays and shit.
It gives me anxiety, y'all. Ever since 9/11.
This will be the first time I have never heard planes. This will be the first time I've never heard them. Like, hey, cancel it. And the Taste of Chicago been dead.
Yeah.
That shit been dead. You know it's big and shit that Taste of Chicago now.
As it should be. As it should be.
No, you know the Taste back in the day was I
barely remember it. I was so young the last time
they was always shooting at the Taste though. Especially on Don't Ever Go on the 4th of July. Somebody, because you know it used to be, everybody used to be down there.
Somebody got stabbed one year.
Because everybody, they be like, they go that bitch over there. We gonna fuck her up. And it's like, not by the kids here. Like,
no respect.
You know, some people don't care. And Lala, them kids be fine with them drugs. Like I said. All I just think about
drugs. Go find somewhere else to do the drugs.
Go find somewhere else. Let's see.
Kids don't do drugs though. Don't do drugs. I always gotta put that out too.
It's this funny tweet I saw, and somebody said, no, this was on Facebook, and it said, I don't give a fuck. Craig's whole family was supposed to jump Debo. She's talking about at the end of Friday, when Craig was like Debo. But they the dead ass. If my family there, ain't no way Debo was gonna beat my ass.
That's true.
Ain't no way Debo was gonna beat my ass. Now let me tell you something. Oh, Tamika would've got some licks in.
Yeah, my family ain't never about to let me just get jumped.
Like, just get
the fuck up, no.
Ain't no way. My brother there, like my sister.
Mind you, I don't even remember the scene we talking about right now.
At the end of Friday, when Craig fighting Debo.
Sure.
No.
I don't remember.
No.
I haven't watched Friday in years.
Dang, I feel like we watched that together recently.
No, that was your other black friend. I don't know why I said that. Sometimes I say that to my non-black friends. Like, that wasn't me. That was your other black friend. I didn't go there with you.
But no.
I didn't do that.
You're so stupid. And then another tweet I saw about, her name is Z-I-W-E. How do you say?
Z-I-W-E.
Z-I-W-E.
Z-Way?
Z-Way.
I don't know.
She said right now every employer in America is terrified that their black employees will be honest about their work experiences. And I said true, because a lot of people have been putting people on motherfucking blades.
As they should.
Clint Smith, I feel like he got a check on his Twitter. I don't know who that is. He may be somebody in sports.
Clint Smith?
Yeah. But he said the NFL should formally apologize to Colin Kaepernick. And I said period.
Yeah, they tried to apologize for everything and say they were wrong, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
No more!
Speaking of which, why everybody posting videos singing that with a little gap, with a fake gap?
Did you see when that girl drew the...
I said,
Did you see when the girl drew the gap?
Now it's too far.
She took L.I.M and said, I mean, that.
Y'all need to stop. Now I feel like y'all taking it too far. Y'all is ridiculing Keely Williams.
That girl said, I'm gonna girl. Oh, speaking of,
we gotta stand up for her because this is like another Michelle Williams type of thing. And maybe before I was young and I let that ride.
No, Michelle wasn't messy.
I let that ride.
Michelle wasn't messy.
And Michelle didn't deserve that. Nobody stood up for her. So I'm gonna still stand up for Keely.
I stand up.
We're not
I
gonna
give you my breath, my strength. My whip. Michelle got some of the best bridges in musical history. That's the least I can do. Let me cater to you.
But yeah, we gotta stop the Keely Williams.
Speaking, you was talking about 3LW, I was talking about Adrian. You see, Amanda Seals ain't gonna be on the real next season. She said, no, I couldn't do that. I knew that wasn't gonna last, though. I knew that wasn't gonna last.
I was surprised when she got on there in the first place. Cause I'm like, how real she is. I was excited because I'm like, this is gonna be a change for TV. Like she's gonna be speaking up. So
shaking. I knew she was gonna shake the table.
But to see she's gone so fast just proves that like people just aren't ready. Or I don't know what.
She wasn't ready to be like clamped down like that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's daytime television. You gotta kind of censor yourself, and Amanda's a little uncensored. That's why I don't know if I would ever do daytime television. They'd be like, oh, you want to be? Oh, I cuss every other motherfucking word. You think I'm about to be on daytime television? No. Oh, I also heard Uber Eats are waiving delivery fees for black-owned businesses if you order. Perfect. So, but here's my thing, because I know the delivery fees go to the driver. So, are they paying the drivers another way? If they're waiving delivery, you see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I hope so. That's
why you gotta tip your delivery drivers. Sometimes I be feeling a little stingy, but now
I get you. Like
ever
sometimes,
since Corona,
yeah.
I just give 20% automatically, no matter the service. Sometimes, yeah.
Period.
Because I'm like, it's time.
I want to see what people saying.
Yeah.
Let's see, Ruby, we big. Ooh, Ruby, hey Ruby! Oh my God, I can't see. I only got one contact in. Good melody. Ruby said it's so fucking loud.
You said it's so fucking loud?
Yeah!
Ooh.
Cause we loud!
Sorry, Rubes. Can I call you Rubes?
Can I call you Rubes? You're so stupid. Is that all I got for pop culture? Yeah, pretty much. Then I saw Justin Bieber made some kind of post talking about some like, I don't know, these white artists now they all trying to be like, I've admit, I've used black culture and I need to do more. Yes. You should have been new to that. Like I ain't trying to hear for them.
I got thoughts, but you know what? They're really controversial.
Because everybody trying to redeem themselves. I see Kanye donated to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to Kanye. But I'm just like, I know Doja did some donating too. And I'm just like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. All I know is when they start giving reparations, remember what you identified as. Mm-hmm. For real though. Because I've been seeing, especially mixed people, a lot of them been like, like the mixed and Afro-Latino people, they've been, like, I was seeing something, he was like, oh, I'm not black, but I'm like, no, but you look black. You pass for black. So I'm like, you getting pulled over for the same reason I am, just because you look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So, some people like to pick their identities when it's convenient to them. So I'm just saying, remember that when, you know what I'm saying? That I don't like that shit. Anything in pop culture? Oh! Chloe Kelly album came out. You listen to it?
I was just gonna mention that. No, I haven't yet, but I'm excited for it.
It's good. You gonna like it. It's good.
I already know. I already know.
And they producing and writing a lot of the music themselves. I said
the talent.
No,
the talent. It's just
that honestly. And I was watching them. I said, this is one of a kind talent. Like you can't hate. Just let it. Just say what it is.
Just
it ain't
appreciate
luck.
And congratulate.
It ain't luck. It's not looks. It's none of that. It's talent.
Okay.
Shut up. I hate it. And then anything else? No, that's it for pop culture.
That's all I got for pop culture. Yeah.
All right, now let's go on to the marinade, baby.
Okay, so in honor of Pride Month, for our Let It Marinate section, we decided to kind of look at life as a member of the LGBTQ plus community in other parts of the world and other countries. So yeah, we kind of just looked up random facts, random laws, just I don't know, just browsed around to just see what we could find on again, life being within the community. So I can start off. Yeah, I'll start off. I got some notes. So the first like random country I chose was India.
Well, I guess should we? Because basically the overall LGBT laws are called, I found that are called sodomy laws.
Sodomy laws.
Yeah,
Okay.
and sodomy is like anal intercourse, something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was used, especially in religious practices, to stop homosexuality, basically, and stuff like that. So that's something I did learn. And then,
because I was about to say, like, when I kind of looked into it, I just picked like a couple random countries, and I just like wanted to see like what life was like as a person living in that country. So I know PJ probably, like, when he got his information, probably did it like, I took a different approach, you know.
Ooh, okay.
So I was just gonna go through like the, you know, just like the things that I like found when I looked into it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So again, I just picked like 2 random countries and just kind of dived in. So one being India. I don't know why I chose India. Literally.
No, I've heard they got some bad laws.
Yeah, it was so random. But like a legal fact that I found is that on September 6th of 2018, consensual gay sex was legalized by India's Supreme Court. So prior to September 6th, 2018, they had something called like Section 33 of the Indian Penal Code, and this like was a law dating back to 1861 that made sexual activity against the law of nature punishable, and could carry like a life sentence in jail. So yeah, so from 1861 to fucking 2018, like you could basically go to jail for life, just for like engaging in sexual activity with the same sex, which is like fucking crazy. And I guess with that in mind, obviously with them just updating the law in 2018, like as you would guess, it's still people still aren't openly gay there.
That's why a lot of people come here.
Yeah. From what I saw, like people are still in the closet or whatever, whatever you want to call it, because just the fear of other people's reactions. And I watched this like documentary on YouTube, which was kind of interesting, right? So if you're not aware, but I'm sure pretty much everyone is aware that in Indian culture, some people do arranged marriages, which is where you're basically just like partnered with somebody, and like basically your parents arrange your marriage, literally as it sounds. So there is this business that got created where this woman matches gay Indian people with other gay Indian people. So like an arranged marriage, but for like LGBTQ plus people, right? And the funny thing is, like, this woman recorded like her experience doing it, right? And she basically found like the woman was scamming people, or at least that's what it seems like. So you would pay $300 to be matched with someone like in India, and if you like wanted to be matched with like another person of Indian culture from like a different part of the world, that was like $600. So this woman goes in to try to find a partner in the UK, because she lives in the UK. And so she goes, excuse me, I'm like burping and stuff as I'm trying to talk. So she goes through this matchmaking process, and the process took about like 8 to 12 months, and she still didn't really find a match. Like, over that time, she got matches from the lady, but it was people she like literally would not ever mess with. So the girl just felt like really suspect about it. So she took some of the dating profiles. Yeah. So she took some of the dating profiles that she found, and she kind of like went on Google and pasted like their profile, like their bio, and she found that the bios that the women were sending her for her matches were like pieced together dating profiles from other people on the internet. So for example, like the woman got a match sent to her, and like she looked at the bio from the woman that she matched with, and like a line was from Match.com, and then like 2 other lines from that woman's bio was from like a different dating website. So basically it was like fake profiles or something like that. So she confronted the woman, the like matchmaking woman. I hope that all of this is making sense, y'all. But she confronts the matchmaking like woman, like, this is weird. This bio you sent me is like copy paste versions of like other dating profiles. And she's like, oh, like I don't know, like that's weird. I don't know. That's the profile the woman sent to me.
I don't know, girl. You know.
So to take it a step further, like months had passed, and the woman doing the documentary of the experience. She's like, damn, like this woman hasn't really been getting into contact with me. Every time I try to meet up with her to talk about like potential dating matches, like she's unavailable, stuff, unfortunate events keep happening, and they like just can't meet to talk about the dating process, the matchmaking process. So she does even more research, and she looks into some of the couples that have been representing the dating the dating business or whatever. This is such a like a long story. I'm almost at the end.
Okay,
so she
baby.
looks up. So there is this one Indian couple who is like kind of the face of the business. So she reaches out to them. She's like, "Can you tell me about your experience with this matchmaking business? Because I'm having a hard time and it doesn't seem legitimate." And they tell me they don't know who this woman is. They've never met this woman. They don't know why she's using their pictures in their story and saying like they met through her company, because they didn't. So she's just like, wow. So none of this is true.
Okay, sweetie. What's going on?
Okay.
Where the end?
You guys, isn't this interesting or is it not interesting? Is it long-winded? Okay. So I guess the whole moral of the story, sorry y'all, maybe I'm a bad storyteller. The moral of the story is it basically seemed like this woman was taking advantage of people in her own country, using this like dating, matchmaking, arranged marriage thing, business, as a way to just scam people out of money, which is kind of shitty because it's people who live in a country where they can't like openly find, it's hard for them to find someone, you know, which is why they chose that as an avenue. So I don't know, it was just like just a random like fun fact I guess I found. It's not even a fun fact because it's actually shitty, but yeah, it was just a random thing that I stumbled upon that I thought was interesting. Because like I ain't never heard nobody in America getting scammed off of a queer matchmaking dating process. We don't have to deal with that because it's easier for us to like be a bit more open and find someone in like at least bigger cities. So that's just like one thing that I stumbled upon. Am I boring? Am I boring you guys right now?
I'm still looking.
I thought it was so interesting.
What did you have for other countries?
Okay, and then another one that I looked at was Nigeria. Why Nigeria? I don't know. Probably because I had an Uber recently with a guy from Nigeria. He was like, "You should move to Nigeria." And I was like, there's a lot that goes into making a decision like that, right? Anyways, I ramble. So I guess like a legal fact that I have for Nigeria is in 2014, President Jonathan passed the Same-Sex Prohibition Act. So basically within that act, it establishes that a person who enters a same-sex marriage contract or a civil union is liable for 14 years of imprisonment.
Wow.
And it also says a person who participates in gay clubs, organizations, or directly or indirectly makes public show of same-sex relationships is liable for 10 years of imprisonment. So yeah, in 2014, just to sum that up, like an act was passed. So basically, if you do any homosexual activity, you could be thrown in prison for like 10 to 14 years. But it's even worse than that. Like they refer to homosexuality as un-African. Like basically everybody there, like, yeah, they just don't fuck with it. And I found out about this actor, this Nigerian actor named B.C. Alami. So in 2017, he basically faced backlash for publicly coming out on this like interview on this television show, like saying he was gay. So mind you, I think from what I read, he was like the first person in Nigeria to like publicly come out on a public platform like that as gay. And like I think it was like, I don't know if it was like a month later, like some men broke into his house and tied up him and his boyfriend and beat them up. And like he said he left the next day. Like he said after he did that interview and came out, like his whole life like crumbled and like he was scared for his life. And so he like left literally the next day. Like basically in Nigeria, like in northern Nigeria, already you could be stoned to death. Literally stoned to death as a punishment for being gay.
It's
so
just
they
amazing
do not
to
fuck
me.
with
Like
that
it ain't that deep. Who I'm fucking? Like oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, and I got a couple little statistics. So, mind you, I think these statistics were taken from, I think they were from 2016. So a few years ago, but not too long ago. But basically at that time, 51% of the surveyed Nigerians believe homosexuality is a Western phenomenon. So half of them just feels like it's like just like an American kind of thing, and don't like necessarily feel like
it's not just, overseas.
Yeah, like they just don't believe in it. They feel like it's like a kind of
it is. They just hide it over there, and that's why it's coming over here.
Mm-hmm. And then 91% of people believe that basically you're not born homosexual, which is something I'm always curious about. I feel like you can. I think you are.
I did want to say I saw what I do as well.
I think you. Yeah.
There was a Twitter. Somebody tweeted it. I want to debunk the myth that molestation leads to homosexuality. And I hate that that's always the first thing somebody goes, "Were you touched?" Or I'm like, no. There are plenty of people who aren't gay who like did not experience that kind of trauma and just was like, no, I just knew I liked the same sex.
Yeah, I think for some people, I truly believe it's both. I think some people are just born gay because you just, I mean, at least me personally, I think I've said this before, since a young age, like I
But then there are some people who do, yeah.
Yeah, it's some people who like discover like, oh, it's okay to date the same sex. Okay, well, why not give it a try? Like, you know what I mean? I think some people, I think sexuality is fluid as well. So if you just wanted to make that choice to date someone of the same sex just because you feel like you want to, and you, I don't know, I feel like some people do it because like they never knew that they could, and now that they know it's an option, they're like, I want to try it. Yeah. And I think that's okay, you know? Yeah. And of course it's not for everybody. If you don't naturally feel attracted, you know, don't do it, like, you know, but I do, yeah.
You done with what you had researched it up?
Just a couple little
well, yeah, I just ended up looking up again. Like I said, I was just looking up like
more like general
stuff for like laws when it came to discrimination against the community. Again, I looked up a lot of sodomy laws, and again, sodomy, that is like the act of anal intercourse. And like there were a lot of states that like had those implemented. Basically, like I said, to stop homosexuality and religion and stuff like that. Every time I think of gays in the law, the one law always comes to my mind is don't ask, don't tell. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at that just now, and you know that was the one where it was like it stopped because there was the repeal. And then there was the actual, you know, act, the policy, and it's instituted.
And let me just say that whole don't ask, don't tell policy really tripped me out because...
Yeah, it was basically, the policy prohibited military personnel from discriminating against or harassing closeted homosexual or bisexual service members or applicants while bearing openly gay, lesbian, or bisexual persons from military service. This relaxation of legal restrictions on service by gays and lesbians in the armed forces was mandated by the United States federal law, which was signed November 30th, 1993. So basically,
basically rewarded those who were closeted, like basically.
So basically, kept them safe.
Because as long as they weren't flaunting it and
right. So like you could never say anything, and so like if you said something, so I'm guessing if you said something, then it's like all right. It's like you put yourself on the line, which is kind of fucked up because it's just like, well shit. When we drinking beer and shit, y'all talking about pussy, I want to talk about something else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's just fucked up. And it's another one of those things where, another reason why, like, I don't understand, again, why people join the military who are, like, in the LGBT.
Because what does my sexuality have to do with me serving the community?
It's like, why would you, I just don't understand, like, how could I join an organization and, like, I can't even fully be myself. Like, everybody's bringing their wives or something to, like, ceremonies or whatever, and it's like, now you're the oddball where you can't.
I can't bring my man.
It's like,
he can't be proud.
It's just like, to me, that's why it's weird when people join, kind of like what we were saying earlier, when people just join things like that. Yeah. And it's like, but why fight for them when they obviously don't care about, like, who you are as a person. I don't know.
Then there was I think there was the Repeal Act in 2010, and then this was allowing them to openly serve in with saying everything.
I remember that a little bit.
So that happened and everything, which I'm glad. Also, it's just one of those things. I just be like, why? What does that have to do with serving? That ain't got shit to do with shit. It's like the fact that like is a rule. Like it's certain rules like or policies where you be like, why is this a thing? This literally is just a hateful policy. Like that's how I think about certain shit. Like I'm like, this is just a hateful policy against a certain type of people. Like, why was this ever like even like? Why? How did this go through? Well, I'm glad that shit is gone. But then I started looking up, like, there's also a lot of laws in regards to trans people and how, like, to protect them and, like, and also I'm noticing, too, a lot of states that like, really don't give a fuck about LGBT laws and stuff like that is the southern states.
Of course.
A lot of them, like, don't care, like, in terms of, like, because they say there's this one act I was looking at, in terms of, like, making sure, like, it's called the anti-trans bill, and making sure that, like, trans people receive the help and care they need and stuff like that, and, like, even, like, as far as, like, having the correct services in a facility. So, like, just providing a bathroom that's gender neutral. And can I say I get so mad about how people be like, why, it's just a bathroom. I'm like, well, bro, just if you put it gender neutral, it's just fine. It's like,
doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't like,
you really can put shit in there for both. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, everybody need to feel comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not that hard.
Yep.
So I was looking up some of those and just like how that works. Again, like y'all know, I'm not a law person. So a lot of this is still just like all this shit is new to me. And then I also looked up same-sex adoption laws. And you know that was banned at first. And that's why a lot of couples like literally just could not adopt because there were laws forbidding them just because of where is the same-sex adoption laws? Yeah, they only allowed the partner. Some either banned it completely or only allowed the partner to adopt the child.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that. I think it was India where like they have like a same-sex couple can adopt, but like a single person can adopt, or like some like weirdness with like the adoption policies too. Like, yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Right. So,
yeah.
With all that goes to say, you know, we still got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently Trump's administration just reversed something when it came to transgender rights.
Yes.
He just reversed something. I'm just like, so you deliberately came...
I was just talking about that too.
What was it?
The other day. I'm trying to remember. I need to look this up and talk about it a little bit before the end of the show. But yes, and that's highly discouraging and like disappointing because I think Barack Obama.
Why are we going backwards?
Right, I think Barack Obama was the one who put like the bill of protection or whatever in place. I gotta look it up so I can.
Hey, trust me, baby. You know laws. Look that shit up. You know I don't. That's why I have my phone here. I know everybody like, why are y'all reading off the phones? Like when it comes to laws and shit, I don't be liking to paraphrase because I don't want to tell you no wrong information, baby. Then have you feeling shit and then calling me stupid. I don't want to be doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it says a rule finalized on Friday by the Department of Health and Human Services means that the federal government no longer recognizes gender identity as an avenue for sex discrimination in health. So I would say definitely Google that.
So that means
I don't feel like reading through all of this, but it looks like.
So that means someone can't say I got discriminated against because I'm a trans person. That means someone cannot say that.
Yeah, basically.
Even when that can be the case.
So the Obama administration made sure they added sex discrimination to like our discrimination policies, like in different workplaces and things like that. So you can't discriminate on the basis of gender.
That?
On the basis of gender identity. Yeah, so it was like tied into that. So you can't like discriminate based on like gender identity. So I have to like read through more of these resources, but
oh, he's a shit.
Basically, yeah, he's like reversing that shit.
Little bastard. Ooh, I want to stick my pinky.
Trump is reversing that shit.
I want to throw something at him.
Yeah, so it says, so this rule opens a door for a medical provider to turn someone away for a COVID-19 test just because they happen to be transgender. So definitely look into it, and we'll have to find like whatever petitions or whatever ways we can donate and see like how we can help kind of get policies in place to get something done to revert things back to how it was, because that's really fucked up.
I'm about to start paying attention, like as I'm trying to get into more of this political road. I want to pay attention to Black policies and LGBTQIA policies as well. Because at first I was solely paying attention on Black, but I'm like, I need to definitely do both. Because they really don't be giving a fuck about trans lives out here. You saw that video of that woman, Iyanla Dior, getting beat up. Oh my God, it was like 30 niggas like just beating her ass. Like,
that's crazy.
Like she was like some like big buff nigga. Like, and it was one of those things like, y'all, like, what's going on? Like, alright, now that's how people get shot, but yeah, I do want to pay more attention to laws involving that. I'm about to do a lot of gay watching.
I know I'm about to read through it.
You know what your movie you should watch? It's like political, and it's
Harvey Milk.
I was gonna say I'm gonna watch that. You know what's a TV show we should watch? I think we would enjoy Noah's Ark. Have you heard of that?
I definitely heard of it. Never really watched it though.
It's like just a great Black show. It was phenomenal. I'm trying to think.
I guess from here, we just wanted to kind of look up different things. So just, I don't know. I feel like living anywhere, it's important to just kind of stay aware, just like PJ was saying, of like the different laws and things like that that directly impact the ways that impact you and your community. Others. Yeah, and just to have general awareness. It's really fucked up that Trump is doing this. It's really, really fucked up.
I want to throw a sandal at him.
And I think it's also important to kind of sometimes take a look at how things are in other places around the world too, especially like when you're traveling as a couple and you're like in the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, as a Black person, we do that, right? Like before I travel to a different, think about traveling.
All right now, I don't know how they feel about us over here.
Cities, yeah, you have to think about what neighborhoods you go to or what states you go to and things like that, and being in the queer community, I'll just say queer as an umbrella term. Those are things we have to think about too when we're traveling across the world, like
safety.
Which is funny. I just had this African American telling me about moving to Nigeria because that's where he's originally from, and he's hyping it up and saying like things are better in some ways down there if you have money and resources, but like you don't know that I don't know. It's just so funny, like the I don't know, the intersectionality of like of people, and I don't know.
And again, it's good to just look up the policies that affect you. I gotta start doing more of that, looking up shit that like I'm telling you, slowly but surely, this political shit, I'm like dipping my baby toe in. It's like a lot coming at you though.
You know how they have word of the days? I'm sure there's an app for like policy of the day or law of the day. You like learn the new, and if there isn't, there should be, because that would be like cool.
That would be phenomenal.
I might have to invent that, y'all.
Speaking of, you know what I'm listening to? It's this podcast called 1619. They talk about when the slaves like first got here and everything like that.
Wow.
I'm gonna send that to you. You definitely should listen to that.
That sounds.
But yeah, it's good to just know your laws, especially us as in the queer community. It's good to know what the fuck we trying to fight against. Yeah, that's all I got to really say. We're gonna do another one because I feel like we did it justice. We only touched the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Only glossed over some little tidbits just to, bring a little.
I need to get somebody we need to get a guest who is politically inclined. I want if you know somebody of color in Chicago who is politically inclined.
Oh yes,
please.
That would be great.
Like, cause I just come and break it down. If you know any Angela Rye's here in Chicago, come break it down for me. You know. So keeping up with the theme of gay, we thought for our top 5, we do our top 5 favorite. How do you want to say it? Our top 5 songs where we feel are queerest and cheeriest.
Queerest. You good at coming up with those little one-liners.
I can't today.
Yeah.
But like top 5 songs where we feel extra gay.
Extra gay.
You want to go with me?
You go.
Okay. So these are my top 5 songs. I'm excited.
I can't stand you.
So number 5, it's the newer one. You know, WTP. Work this pussy, work this pussy, work this. Oh, I love that song. It's this one part I know I strut.
That's a good one.
I know I strut when I'm outdoors listening to it. It'd be like, raise your glass, honey. You're a motherfucking diva. And it's like, duh, and I just be like, oh, I'm here. I'm here. Number 4. All the ladies who waiting, I'm dressed up, I'm dressed in.
I'm festive for no reason. Get ready to break 'em, break 'em.
When you put it on, it's an invitation. When you dance on, get a rock the chain. I love that song. I love that. That one's for the girls. That's the one. Number 3 for me, especially when I do the choreography. We in the car. We go. We doing things that the girls don't do. The boys said no. That's a good one. That's a gay anthem. The gays did a little Dandy Kane. They did. Number 2. I got the stuff that you want. I got the thing that you need. I got more than enough to make you jump to you. I do feel like I feel like a queen when I hear that song. I do.
Okay.
And then number 1. This is not a song, but it's up there. Because all the gays know this. Eve's great. No matter where she goes, dress her up. At the town, at the mall, Eve loves high fashion. Oh no,
she spent the whole night dancing.
Oh, I love that song.
You're not gonna finish it? You just gotta
where you live,
no.
where you are.
No, I'm done.
That song is high.
I'm done.
Woo. You think was Tara actually singing that?
Don't be shy.
Was she singing that, Tara?
Probably.
You think she was singing that?
Probably heavily.
Did you ever see Lights Eyes too or no?
Hell no.
They said it was bad. Oh, girl was in it. The girl who be in every fucking thing. She's on Grownish. The Latina.
Oh yeah.
She was in it. That bitch be in every fucking thing. I'm like, she just gonna. What she needs is one good TV show. That's what, and she gonna be fine. Like she need a real good TV show role. Cause she's great. She's a great actress. She's a good dancer too. Really good dancer.
Oh yeah.
Like I was shocked at how good of a dance. But I forgot Bring It On All or Nothing. She was pretty decent in that movie. But those are my top 5. What are yours?
Okay, so mine are a little bit more on the nose gay. So number 5, In Those Jeans by Genuine. In Those Jeans makes me feel really. Hey. Honestly, because it's just about how good women look in jeans, and it's just like facts.
Wow.
So it makes me feel gay when I listen to it.
That's a pretty gay song.
Yeah, when you think about it from, woman's perspective. So number 4, some of these are, honestly, it was hard for me to come up with this list, because I'm like, I don't know. But number 4 is Morning by Tiana Taylor and Kalani. Have you heard it?
Oh, I have.
Yeah. I really just think of the video. I always think of the video, but it's a good gay song in general. Number 3, I just added this last minute because I was like, you right, Work This Pussy. That's a pretty good gay song by Tiana Taylor. And the video and the voguing and the drag and okay. Number 2, Honey by Kehlani. That song is extra.
Oh, because I thought you was honey got me hooked on to you.
I did consider that song though.
I like
feels
that.
kind of gay to me too for some reason. But no, Honey by Kehlani. It was
that's
all the mushy feels that I like.
So you got feeling gay song. I got the club gay song.
Yeah. And number 1 is Ride You Like a Wave by Tiana Taylor. Not Tiana Taylor, Tiara Thomas. Ride You Like a Wave is a song. So this song...
I like Tiara Thomas.
I like her too.
Her EP Mary Jane, that's my shit.
So this song isn't like... It doesn't have gay, like queer themed lyrics or anything like that. But she is like a... a sexually fluid woman. I think she's bisexual. I don't know how she like particularly likes to label it, but I know she definitely like is into the vagina, the vagina. And I just like Ride You Like a Wave because it's just about the intensity of fucking with like a woman. I mean, it's not about that, but when I hear it, that's what it just reminds me of. Like the intensity of like the ups and downs, the highs and lows of loving a woman.
That's off that newest EP?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah, because if you know, with women, our feelings be so intense, like, when it's good, when it's bad, it's bad. But everybody can relate to that at the same time. But I just still feel like...
Did you have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions?
I had two.
I thought about putting Toni Braxton, he wasn't man enough for me. I don't know why, even though it doesn't necessarily make me feel gay.
Well, love is through.
It doesn't make me feel gay, but if I heard it at a gay
go
bar,
off.
I feel like I feel like it'd be so lit. Like,
go off.
Yeah.
Mine, I just had Milkshake.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Cause that's a good one. And Lucky. That's a gay ass song.
She's so lucky.
So lucky.
I'm fucking dead.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm gonna listen to that later. And she cried, cried, cried. Then her lonely heart thinking if there's nothing. And then I
missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night?
Remember when they did the making a video for that?
Yes.
I watched that.
Yo, I used to love Britney. I should have put her ass on there, but I was trying to like...
I remember that one and Lindsay Lohan Rumors video.
It's Toxic. Baby, could you see?
I never liked that song. If I had to say my another gay Britney song is no.
What?
No. What's that song?
Give me.
I like that, but no, it's another
Crazy.
No.
Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide.
No, Piece of Me.
Oh, I'm singing.
What?
Do you want a piece of me?
Wait, what is it? I miss American dreams since I was 17. No matter if I step on the scene, no take away. And I like that. What's that other one? I wanna go. I do like that one. That's a cute little
Britney,
one.
her whole catalog is just
She
gay.
got some cute ones.
It's gay. It feels very gay.
I mean, you know.
It always goes off in the gay bar.
That's they queen. I mean, and if we talk about who, because everybody got their gay queen, I only have two. Belle Please and Beyonce. And Whitney.
You would love the 20s because all she does is like listen to Whitney, wear Whitney shirts, talk about, like she loves Whitney, excuse me.
Greatest vocalist of all time. But that's it, y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
You should play some music and dance them out. I'm in a twerking mood today.
What you want to play?
I don't know. Play something. Play something from your gay list.
Oh my God.
And maybe whoever's watching can dance with us too. We'll see.
How long you gonna let this go on?
He said, how long am I gonna let this go on? Just for 2 seconds. Hurry up, DJ.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
This is on my gay list. Oh, it's not plugged up.
Then I wouldn't be without you. Oh wait, this wasn't on your gay playlist.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I don't remember you saying that. You ready? You guys ready for a dance outro? Come on, DJ.
So you know this, right?